Zero credibility here, 100% hot takes. We're in the room with the three sexiest guys that act like they know how to talk football. Jim Harbaugh, or as I like to call Harbaugh, because nobody takes him seriously. Should he go back to the NFL? Jay Tizzle, we'll start.
You know, I look at the landscape of college football, and you're seeing the salaries that these coaches are being paid, and it keeps ticking up, and it ticks up higher than even the NFL, and it has to. Because could you imagine being a college head coach under these circumstances? Not only the recruiting, but now the NIL and the transfer portal. You'd never have an off season. You never have time to yourself. You're always 0 to 100, because if you're not, that 5-star may flip for an extra $500,000. There's not enough money. I know this sounds crazy. There's not enough money for me to sacrifice that much time and effort to be a college coach. He should absolutely go back to the NFL. Yeah, you got egos, but guess what? You still get an offseason. You still get a GM and a team that you get to lean on, and you get far more peace of mind. I'd be jumping back to the NFL in a heartbeat. I wouldn't think twice about it. Michigan has been in so much trouble and had so many violations. Why do you want to keep putting yourself through it? You obviously cannot navigate the bureaucracy. You keep you and your students in trouble. Do that for them. You're a heck of a good coach. Go back to the NFL.
We are in a new day of college football. For me, this decision for Harbaugh, and it's his, it comes down to two different things. It comes down to money and legacy. The first is money. Can he earn as much money coaching college football as he can in the pros? Absolutely, he can. Michigan is backing up the truck for him, and I can't blame them. In this new generation of college football with NIL, with transfer portal, with this new generation that's occurring where it is a business, it has to be treated more like a pro football organization, and there's no one better to run that than Jim Harbaugh. He can bring in the staff to do it, and he's not restricted like the NFL to the staff members that he can bring in. He's going to build a new organization, and it's entirely possible he becomes the next version of Nick Saban. Nick Saban has dominated the most recent era of college football as a head coach. In the new era with NIL and all the transfers, it can easily be Jim Harbaugh because he's doing that. The second is legacy. There's nothing to add to his legacy by going back to the NFL. He's made the Super Bowl. He's shown he can do it. He didn't fail miserably like Saban did with the Dolphins. He had a very successful run at San Francisco before he left. And if he goes back to the NFL, there's nothing that can add to it. He makes another run. Maybe he goes to the Super Bowl. There's a very legitimate argument he might not even be the most successful Harbaugh in the league. At the end of the day, he can be one of the best college football coaches of all time, build a legacy at Michigan that will last him for generations to come. They'll name the school, name the stadium, name everything else about him if he's given the opportunity. He should stay at Michigan and build a new program and go from there.
How much are they paying you?
Back up the truck for me, baby. I'll take it all day, every
Golly,
day.
you're easily bought. That was the most absurd commentary. You put Harbaugh and Saban in the same conversation? Holy smokes. Harbaugh hasn't even won a national title. He's not even won a college football playoff game. Holy smokes. And we're putting him in the same conversation? Let's back that truck up a little bit. And look, Michigan has been writing checks that they can't cash. Whatever they paid you, that's a bounce check. It's never gonna polish itself. But here we go. You did say something about legacy. Okay, here it is. He has got things going, right? But how many games has he coached this year? 4? He's been suspended 6 games, and we're going to talk about him as being one of the. Look, there is a shadow coming. There is a big dark cloud coming. It's investigations. Look, the sign stealing, we minimized that earlier, but there's other things that's coming, and it's coming, and he needs to get out of it. We talk about legacy. He finally got over the Ohio State hurdle. He finally got that. Michigan fans didn't appreciate him. He was the coach that won every game but that game. He's winning it. And you know what? Now they're not happy.
And for several years, Saban couldn't beat Auburn. So I
now they're not happy. Look, 1 year. Okay, it was 1 year. Anyways.
Also couldn't beat Louisiana State.
Anyways, you digress. Here's my point. He has not won in the college football playoff semifinal.
Not
and if
yet.
He doesn't win this year.
He can build.
He's 0-3 in those games, and now the Ohio State drama becomes the CFP drama. He's not appreciated. He's done a lot for that program. I'm with you, JT. It's time to pack the bags. It's time to go to the NFL, where he did have success with, and he doesn't have to deal with all the drama that's going on in college football today, and he can probably finish out a very, very healthy career with less stress and a higher paycheck. That's where I'm at.
I mean, they just announced another round of investigations on him.
Listen, if Harbaugh is leaving, he should go back to where he started. The Chicago Bears, which drafted him, which he played quarterback for. Come on, if you're coming back to the NFL, let's go to the right team here. But his legacy is best if he wants to leave that legacy behind at Michigan in taking that Michigan program, the winningest college football program ever, the only college football program that has over 1,000 wins, and taking it back to the glory days, which he can easily do.